How's our levels looking here?
Pretty good.
You already checked?
No. I think I should share this to our Patreon because Scotty Weiner isn't on here. Can you type in like we're going live or something?
Oh.
Nice. Should I put it on a Patreon? Scotty Weiner can do it?
Yeah, sure. Do you think he gets notifications?
I mean, everybody does on Patreon. You get an email. Posts. New post.
Nude posts on our Patreon? Wow.
Nice.
No wonder they're paying so much money. Oh, we're live. Sorry, guys.
Oh, yeah, sorry.
Sorry, Grandma.
Is she a patron? I didn't know.
Yeah, premium.
Premium. Recording night.
Right, like there's no tomorrow. Can you do this?
No, I'm not. I wasn't going to put anything else out there.
Okay. Can you do the link? Oh, that is the link.
Yeah.
All right.
Patrons only. That.
Oh, we need to decide quick. Are we still going to do an episode right after the...
Yeah, I think
this will be
should.
Tuesdays. All right.
Yeah, this will be Tuesdays. Oh, Moser Uba's here already. Cheers, boys. I'm sitting down to record my final Kingsman minute.
Nice. You have to wait for the next 3 hours to watch us record.
It's got scotch.
Oh, that he's not drinking.
Yeah.
It's kind of a waste, right? If you're just going to look at it, you could just like print a picture of it out. See, that's how I save money. Ideas like that. All right, mic adjustment here. Slack. A little twistaroo. There we go. Bottle of Macallan to celebrate. Well, we're drinking some Evan Williams Kentucky bourbon. It's Kentucky's first bourbon. 50 and 80. What's significant about 50 and 80?
I'll drink them. Drink what?
His bottle of
every 30 years.
So he's 20 right now?
Well, if he's yeah, he's not 20. There's no way he's 20.
He looks really bad for 20, to be honest. No offense, but you're looking rough.
Next time I gotta bring you some
Statesman bourbon.
All right.
A little out of our tax bracket, but we'll drink it if you're bringing it.
We're gonna try and crank out the episodes tonight.
All right, let's get them out. Let's make this not fun.
So, so our first episode is actually going to be the episode after we saw the movie. Like we're seeing the movie in
Friday, Saturday. Movie episode comes out. Tuesday, this episode comes out.
Oh, Scott's here. What's up, Scott?
All right, he got it. Got the email notification?
Yeah, he must have.
Cool.
Scott, you got to get in the Discord too. Don't forget.
Yeah.
Peace, Brian.
Later, Brian.
Peace be with you.
And with you. All right, okay. Should we start? How many levels?
So we're going to...
How's my talking temperature?
I think you're good. I kind of adjusted you before.
Okay, here we go. Yeah. All right. Check 1, 2. How are we looking?
You're looking good. We're both looking great.
Audio look.
Oh, nice.
All right.
So we're going to watch Last Minute. Oh, I bet the volume is all the way down on this thing.
Oh, right.
Oh, no, it's not.
I haven't seen this minute.
Yeah.
We've got Verone on the move to the airstrip.
Good. Let's get a bird in the air. Tell him to keep his distance.
So confirm you never removed the GPS from the car.
Thanks, bud. You're all set.
Shazam this?
All set? Yeah. Sure. Let's do
We're
it.
not talking about this minute.
Report.
Sounds like zombie music.
What's going on out there?
Team 1 checking in.
Team 2 checking in.
Team 3 checking in. Team 4, all clear through 2. Team 5 checking in. Team 6 all clear.
Listen, what to do.
Here we go.
This is the part that we're talking about, the
Stay
walkie-talkies.
cool. Keep focused. Remember, the airstrip's up Norwood Avenue. It's the third exit after the bridge.
Beside each other.
Got it.
Got it. Oh, man.
All
Okay,
right.
so here's the first minute. Oh, I don't need to record this anymore. Oh, we got good levels there.
All right. Yep.
What up, man? You ready for this?
Come on, man. Guns, murderers, and crooked cops. I was made for this, bro.
Come on.
Spanish. Nailed it. 4
All
clicks.
right.
All right. What does Scott say? I got the email notification. Sorry, my internet acting up. I know I'm being lazy getting on Discord.
That's all right.
That's
As long
all
as- as long as you're paying us the money, we don't care.
The Discord's a fun place to be, though. That's our main way of talking to people, rather than the actual Patreon
Yeah, there's like
website.
ongoing conversation.
Yeah.
But yeah. All right.
All
Let's
right.
get this started.
All right. That's right. Remember, I recorded half a minute one time with no audio.
I'll never forget that.
Welcome to Granny Shift, and I'm Ryan.
And I'm Brian, and I have a Tesla.
No.
And lots of podcasts.
Yeah.
And I don't know.
Welcome back to the show, Brian. Good to have you here.
Just kidding. It's me,
It's Jason.
Can't believe you guys recorded without me.
Back and better than ever. I think it was your idea to
You're
have
right.
Brian on.
It was my idea. You did good though.
Yeah, he did well. Superman does good.
Bread does well. Oh, no, it's done.
Yeah, Brett is done. Superman is good.
Finished. Okay. But yeah, it was cool actually to listen to a minute I've never watched and hear kind of what it's like. So.
Right.
But yeah, he did good. I will say you guys are much more in tune with pop culture television than I am.
Oh,
Because I don't know all these shows.
you don't play like that.
No. I just watch sports and stuff, So
Like Formula Drift sports.
yeah, that's right. Only sports that require 2 balls.
How many balls are in Formula Drift?
Every driver's got to have 2.
Oh, shoot.
Took you a little
I
bit to
get it
that.
now.
All
I get
right.
it now.
Yep.
What
All right.
about Quidditch? That has multiple. That's got like more than 2 balls.
Like pool?
It's kind of like pool, but it's takes place in the Wizarding World of Harry Potter, and it's played on broomsticks.
I don't know. I'm not allowed to watch.
There's
I'm
like
not allowed to watch.
Quaffle and bludger and I don't know all the
Quaffle,
terms.
that's like a fart, but from a woman.
Wait,
Sure.
but yes,
Sorry, I'm not allowed to watch Harry Potter.
maybe when you're older.
Yeah. Once I move out.
Once we finish these series, we're going to do Harry Potter minute by minute breakdown.
How many are in that series? Oh, but of the book. We're going to read a minute of the book. We're going to talk about it.
Oh my goodness!
Boy, we're full of good ideas.
How
All right.
fast can you read in a minute? How many pages can you read in a
Give me
minute?
something. Let's try it. All right, now let's just do this
I have
one.
no
All right,
books.
so I'm all caught up. Let's see. Last minute, they pulled into like a gas station talking on their walkie-talkie.
Yeah, not really much.
Right
happened
next to
last
each other.
minute. Right.
All right.
All right, so they're talking. Roman and Brian are talking.
The thing's about to happen. The event.
Right. And Brian's like, "Hey, Roman, you ready?" And he's like, "Yeah, guns, cops, crooked cops, murderers. I was made for this." And then who rolls up?
The two bodyguards.
And what are their names?
Larone. Roberto and I don't know.
Enrique. Like Iglesia.
That's right.
Remember?
Oh, and thanks for all of our patrons who came out to our movie event.
Yes.
On Saturday or Friday night. That was super fun.
That was a great time.
Yeah, thanks for coming out. And if you're wondering what we're talking about, our patrons, anyone that can make it out here to South Central Pennsylvania, we paid for them to go to the movies and bought them a beer, and we had a good time. Nobody got hurt.
Everyone is still alive that went.
That's true. True story.
Yeah.
All right.
What did you think of F9?
Well, if you listened to our last podcast that came on Saturday, you would know.
Okay. So
listen back.
If you want to hear what Jason thinks about F9, listen to our previous episode. All right. So they're just like eyeing up Roberto and Enrique, and Brian has this look. I mean, he's upset.
He's got a little sun here too. I think he's he's tanner than he was in the beginning of the movie.
He's not used to the Florida sun.
Yeah,
he's used to the California sun.
Not as intense. Higher latitude.
Okay, here's a question for you.
Yeah.
Is sea level across the whole globe?
I think so. I think it's a standard.
Right? It is, right?
Yeah.
Because it's a dumb question, I feel like. But I feel like at some places the sun is hotter than others, and to me it only makes sense that it's closer to the sun.
It has more to do with how the sun's angle onto Earth, because the ozone or whatever blocks out a lot of the sun's rays, or the intensity of the sun. So if the sun hits you at an angle, it's crossing through, because that thing's thick. So when you cross through something at an angle, you're passing through a much longer distance inside of it. So it ends up blocking more. So when you're on the equator, the sun's direct, it's shooting straight through. And then when you're up north, it's coming through at an angle, so it gets blocked out a lot more.
Okay.
So if you get outside our ozone, you get somewhere real quick. You know, them astronauts?
Yeah.
That's why they have gold shields on. You can't see them, so you don't actually know they're up there.
Could be anybody.
You don't know.
Could be CGI.
That's right. We'll get into that later, though.
I feel like I need to get your levels right here.
All right.
You were
loud?
You were too loud, so I turned you down, and then I don't know if I picked up any of that.
All right.
So here's why I asked the question. I joked about him not being used to the Florida sun.
Okay.
When we went to California, it felt so much hotter there,
right,
than any place we've been before. We've been to Florida a bunch of times. Yes, it just felt so intense there, and we're well, maybe it's because we're higher altitude, but no, we were at the beach. We were at sea level, right?
Yeah.
So I'm how can it be so much hotter and more intense?
Yeah, it's really just the sun going straight through the ozone.
That's crazy.
Yeah. Wait till you're in Cancun, man. Oh, baby. I'm going to keep that sunblock on.
I'm going to stay in that hotel room.
Jamaica was crazy. Even at the sun would come up, the sunrise, and you walk out on your porch and you could just feel it baking you. It's only 70 degrees out, but it was
but see,
crazy.
That to me makes more sense because you're going south towards the equator from here. So the Earth is bigger around there. It'd be closer to the sun.
Yeah.
But when we go to California, it was almost exactly the same, in line with us.
Yeah, but
I guess the Earth is on a tilted axis.
It doesn't actually matter how close you are, because light's going to travel and keep traveling until something blocks it, right? So it doesn't matter how far you are unless there's things between you and the sun.
So even when it's 12 o'clock here and the sun is directly above us, it's not shining.
Well, it's why you don't get burned in the winter, because the Earth tilts away and then the sun's coming in at more of an angle.
Mm.
And then once it tilts back towards it, it's more direct through the...
I'm learning so much.
Science.
Scott says, I learned more from this podcast than I did in school.
That's good. This is all you need. Let your kids listen to most of it, but you should probably... Maybe we'll have a kids version someday. Edit out 3/4 of this.
Yeah, we can't be talking about quaffles on the kid version.
That's right. Gross.
Because it's Harry Potter. And that's the demons.
Yeah, book. Harry Potter's bad.
Okay.
Right up there with Pokemon.
Oh, my word. I can't even.
All right.
So Roberto and Enrique are in a 0-2 Durango.
Now they're cruising into a trailer park. Is this Versailles? Because I thought last minute you guys determined it was a restaurant.
Right. Versailles is like a town. That was Versailles Cuban restaurant.
Okay.
That was like the Cuban
It's in
restaurant
the town.
in Versailles.
So this trailer park, do you think this is in
It's like
Versailles?
Centerville family restaurant.
Diner. I got you. Makes sense.
I think so. Yeah.
Okay.
Versailles
so
sounds like such a fancy place,
they're
right?
cruising into a trashy-looking trailer park in Versailles.
Yeah.
Miami.
It's got palm trees though, so that does help.
Yeah, I mean, if you vacationed here, this would be a cool spot. If you lived here, you'd be like,
Yeah.
a little
Yeah.
ratty.
Yeah.
All right.
All right. So they pull up to a trailer. See a guy peeking out the window at them.
And they followed Roberto and Enrique here, right?
Right.
They didn't know where they're going. They just followed them. Roberto and Enrique open the back of the Durango, get out brand new.
Never been used. If you look close, you can still see the Ace Hardware sticker on them.
Right. Sledgehammers.
Sledgehammers.
What do you think? 5 pound?
10 or 10 pounders.
Could be 10 pound. Yeah. And then they just stand there like staring at Brian and Roman, like tossing them in their hand, like tossing them up and down. Real, and everybody's just staring back and forth.
Like they're going to use them on them. Like we tricked you into coming out here so we can beat you with, or
Yeah, or just beat you up.
right.
Well, and I guess that's probably what they're hinting at because Brian thinks they're going to get killed
At some
at some
point.
point.
But they need to make the run first.
And Brian's got a cool Gretty t-shirt on.
I
It's
know.
a nice shirt. I like it. Roman's still got his sleeveless plaid button up.
Yeah. It's interesting to think about how they film these things. Like, do they think about, like, they film movies all out of order. Do they think about clothes at all? Like, oh, these are the clothes that he's going to have at this scene. We got to make sure it's not the
Right.
same clothes that he had at the beginning.
Isn't
Because
that somebody's job, the whole movie? Just
Yeah.
costume director or something?
here's a little Star Wars trivia for you. So I was watching the behind the scenes of Revenge of the Sith.
Okay.
You know which one I mean. There's this long fight scene that takes place on a lava planet.
Okay.
So
World's
as basically like World's Edge. And as they're fighting, their clothes are getting like ash and burn marks on them and dirt because they're rolling around on the ground and stuff like that. And so they showed the costumes, and something you don't think about when you're watching the movie, they had it was like 16 different variations of the same outfit,
Oh, right.
just like progressively dirtier and more burnt.
So they weren't actually getting burned.
Right.
Right.
But it's like, because if they would be like still fighting on this ash, and all this stuff is falling on them, and they're still in this bright, clean garb, you'd be like, well, that doesn't line up. But like your brain would like pick it out. You might not know like what's wrong with this picture, but somebody figured out, oh, we need progression of
Right.
outfit.
It's probably really annoying to film scenes that are like dirty
Yeah.
because like it doesn't go well, everything's dirty, and you need the exact same outfit again.
Or
Thank
scenes
God.
in tall grass.
Why?
Or scenes on the beach. That like leaves footprints or
Oh.
leaves like marks that you were there before.
Right.
If you want
Right.
to make it seem like you were just there for the first time.
Or sunsets.
Yes, or sunsets. Emotional sunset scenes are hard to film.
Yep.
Okay, so not really much is happening. I don't think any words were spoken yet.
No, just a lot of staring and dirty looks.
All right, so instead of doing anything with, Enrique is still holding the sledgehammer like he's about to use it. Roberto uses the non-business end of the sledgehammer to tap on the one trailer door.
Yeah, he holds the hammer and taps it with the handle.
Yeah.
Tap, tap, tap. So he doesn't have to go up the steps.
And someone who we've never seen before and opens the door.
And boy, he has got a coat of many colors.
Is this Joseph?
White pants, white wife beater,
White
white
Tank
top, undershirt, and a colorful sort of.
it's
How
like,
would you describe that?
what's that thing where they take the stones and they like put them in a mosaic?
Mosaic.
It's like
Yeah.
a mosaic jacket.
It looks like something a prince from the Middle East would wear.
Yes,
And then he has 2 gold chains on.
yes. So obviously this guy's doing pretty good for himself.
Oh yeah, nice trailer.
And we don't know what they're saying. They're just speaking Spanish. And someone didn't want to do their job. So they
Closed
just
captioning.
So they just put Spanish there.
Yes, we don't know what he's saying.
And that's the end of the minute. Oh, did we say what minute it was? I don't think I said that.
Minutes 77.
This has
76.
been minute 77. No,
76.
yeah. This has been minute 76 of Too Fast, Too Furious.
Thanks for listening.
I'm Ryan.
And I'm Jason.
And always remember,
Winning's winning. Perfect. 12
Yeah.
minutes.
that's it. All right. What's next after the coffee, the beer?
Yeah. All right. I'll cook for Saturday.
Oh, we got 3 people watching? Who's watching? Let us know. All right, so now we're good till Tuesday. All right, should we watch the next one?
Yeah.
Well, okay.
I got activity at Perone's trailer property.
Do not move an inch until I tell you to.
Espérate.
Chico, pero ¿qué cuesta eso, coño?
Mira para eso. Vamos. Vámonos.
All units, move on the trailer property. Right now. Move!
Shit. Local PD is moving in on our guys. 3 bags in 1 car.
So,
What should we look at that?
I don't know. Hang on. This is important.
Something else on your mind? I don't know.
Oh boy. I'm tight with them, but this doesn't make much difference. Break out the candy.
What?
I can explain it. We're live. There are 4 followers.
Whoa, what's
Like
up,
it.
guys?
We only got 1 thumbs up. 4 watchers.
Remember, the thumbs up don't matter because.
Oh, you're right. Thumbs it down, guys. We want negative thumbs down.
No, we you don't need to do anything with the thumbs.
All right, just watch and comment. And a shout out.
What is
All
this thing popping up here? Oh, it's just because I'm leaving my mouse there. Oh, somebody thumbs up. I don't know who.
Nice.
All
All
right.
right, let's go. We got minute 77
77.
coming right up.
All right, got to start recording here. Start recording here. Welcome to Gurney Shift, and I'm Ryan.
And I'm Jason.
And this is minute 77 of Too Fast, Too Furious. And we're busting down trailers.
Sort of.
Do you think?
So
Okay.
the fellow lets him in. They tapped on the. Oh, sorry.
No, go ahead. Go ahead.
Let me
I'm getting
say-
ahead of myself.
They tapped on the door with the sledgehammer. The guy let them in, and he leaves. He walks off. Do you think he knows what's going on in there? Or he's just
What was in
living
his
there?
bag? He carried
I
a
don't know.
bag
He
out.
carried a bag out. That was weird.
Yeah.
But
And we see one of the cops.
the undercover
The undercover
The one that-
female
female that had the walkie-talkie in the newspaper.
in the big butt hair. Or the big butt walkie-talkie. And the big
Yes.
hair.
Yes.
The
She,
big butt walkie-talkie.
I was really confused when I listened to that. I'm like, is he really talking about her butt being large? And I
No.
realized he was trying to censor himself.
Yes.
Weird. Way weirder than whatever. We like LeBron.
Yeah.
So she calls in. She says,
I have activity at Varun's trailer property.
all right,
So Varun owns this trailer, and the police knew about it, and that's why they put one of their own there undercover
yes,
because they knew it was all happening.
yes,
All right. So the guy that had the rat bite his stomach, who was the one that's supposed to be providing the 15-minute window,
yes.
is telling his team to not move an inch on Varun's boys right now.
Okay. I can see how this works though. Originally, I was wondering how he could provide the window and get away with it. I think he'd pretend like he was waiting till the right moment.
And then just
and then
wait
be like,
too long.
oh, I waited too long. Sorry, they got away. But
So do you think the other people would just obey their commander?
yeah,
And
just
just be like,
follow orders.
okay.
He's got a plan. We don't know the plan.
I feel
Stick
like
with the plan.
like police people,
Yeah.
officers, have like something in their blood that's like, oh, I need to, do this. It's like morally right for me to stop these people.
But
But
you're
you
on
never
a
will get in
mission-
trouble for following. You will never get in trouble for following orders, right?
Right.
Even if
That's
you
true.
can see something that's bad.
Yeah, that's true.
You'll never get in trouble by the police, I should say. You might get in trouble by the public for following orders.
But your dude would take the blame for it then.
Right.
Yeah.
But you
you're,
don't get in trouble for it.
But I feel like when they have you're on a mission, it's one thing to be like out doing something random and react. But when you're on a mission, you follow your orders.
Right. Because you don't know.
You don't know the big picture.
Yeah.
But we actually don't know because we're not police officers. We know a lot. We watched a lot of movies.
Yes. And read forums.
That's right.
Yeah.
All right. So Rat Boy.
Yes, Rat Boy. He's really torn. He
He's
doesn't.
in his office. He's
Oh, look
like,
at this.
Man, he doesn't know. He's telling him to hold off, but he's also like, what?
He totally spiked the camera here.
Did he? I feel like he's looking down to our right.
He's looking right into my eyes, dude.
He's thinking about you. All right. So he's trying to decide what to do. Now the shot changes back to the trailer. There's a wall, and he has a sledgehammer.
Yeah.
And he's swinging. There's a picture on the wall. Like, you could take the picture off the wall, right?
Yeah. Save the picture.
Now-
We can hang it there next time.
You can also see the wall is framed out.
Yeah, I missed that the first time.
So it must have been them not wanting to actually re-drywall the entire wall. They just cut a section out and then they put a trim board and just painted over top of it.
Right.
So you can see like a frame.
There's a 4x8 section, the size of
Probably just a piece of plywood.
oh,
Yeah. So anyway, they
No,
started
it's definitely
busting through it.
drywall.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
Oh, they
But a
could've just
4x8 is drywall, right?
yeah, they probably just plopped it
Right.
up there.
Yeah.
So he starts busting through the wall because sledgehammer.
I was gonna ask you, do you think they do this?
Oh, he did
this-
take the picture off. Okay.
Yeah.
So he's about to smash it. The other guy stops him and then takes the picture off.
Yeah. And then
And
say
then, like-
something in Spanish like,
Yeah.
"Come on, man, who cares about the picture?"
He's
I'm
like,
guessing.
I got respect. Smash the wall, dude. Save the picture.
I was gonna ask you if you think they hide it in the walls every time, and like they have to have someone come in and re-drywall the wall every time.
Hey, don't say anything. The
Oh, yeah.
drywaller. Okay, I know this isn't normal, but
Why do I have to keep re-drywalling the same spot on your trailer?
this is like where everybody hides their money, though, right?
Yeah.
In the wall.
Yeah. When we moved in here, there was so much stuff everywhere.
Yeah.
Like, we had heard of the people that lived here before us from our neighbors were like hoarders.
Okay.
They had just stuff packed full. And those are the kind of people that I feel like would like not trust a bank and like hold all their money somewhere.
Right.
And we kept hoping when we would do renovations that we would find money in the wall, but we never found anything.
I know somebody that did.
A lot of money.
We were remodeling a house for somebody, me and my dad,
Mhm.
and their husband, who had passed away, was not much of a bank truster. And as we were remodeling, it was more of like not their actual house; it was like a cabin for them. And as we were remodeling it, we found like $80,000 in cash. So
That's
we kept
awesome.
giving it to her, and she kept using it to remodel it. She's got a really nice cabin now.
Paid for it.
That's right.
So here's a question.
Yeah.
If you moved into a house and you knew the people that moved out of the house and you found $80,000 in the
Yeah.
wall, would you give that money to them or would you keep
Oh
it?
yeah, definitely. Boy, I don't know. That would be really tough.
Yeah. Isn't there something like if
I
you,
feel like you should.
it's like treasure hunters, when they find treasure, they don't own it, right? Because somebody owns the area or something like that.
Oh, I think I saw this in a show once.
Yeah.
Outer Banks.
So like you can't just find the treasure and claim it as your own because somebody owns the
The
land.
mineral rights to the land.
Yeah.
But if they sell you the house, you do own the house.
Right.
Is there a Bible verse about this?
And
The guy
that's-
goes and buys the land so he can get the oil off, or is that something? Is that old wise
You're
stuff?
thinking of Hillbilly Beverly
Beverly
Hillbillies.
Hillbillies.
Yeah.
Thank
I
you.
always get the Bible and Beverly Hillbillies mixed up.
Right. Black and white TV gets me every time.
Yeah. Is this a Bible show? All right, so
that wall was not framed out real nice.
So if we use the idea that the very first scene, a roll of money this big is $5,000,
yeah,
then this is a lot of money in the wall.
yeah, because I'll tell you, $80,000 in like 20s,
Yeah,
mostly 20s, fit inside a paper bag. That I mean,
Right.
like a little bit bigger than like a when you put your lunch in.
okay, like a gift paper
like a
bag
gift paper bag.
with like the
Easily
with like
fit in
the
it.
fabric hoops at the top.
Yeah. It would fit in there easily. Yeah.
Interesting.
It was surprising how little space. So I always remember thinking like, man, a whole briefcase of money is a ton of money.
Yeah.
So they have bags of money here.
I forget which movie it was. Maybe it's been multiple movies where like, they're making like a money exchange for a person, like a ransom exchange.
Yeah.
And they ask for like $100,000, and they go and they have this briefcase and they opened it up and there's like 5 stacks. Like there's so much space in the briefcase because $100,000 in a briefcase isn't actually that much.
Right.
Um.
Sits in ones.
Right. Yeah. That would make it look like one.
And
So they're
it's
loading
down.
up the bags, the duffel bags with money. That bag wasn't even close to full.
Throwing them to Brian.
And we know that this is probably. Well, we don't know how much it is. They get $100,000. Sorry.
All right. So scene changed. Went back to Rat Boy.
Yeah.
And he's like, really, you can tell he's like trying to decide what should he do. What should he do? He's telling his unit to hold off, and he just says, "All right, all units move on it." So he changes his mind. He tells the units to move in on it. He's going against Verone's orders and
See, if Verone
being
gets oh, sorry, you finish.
risking being what's it called? Terrorized, tortured again. Yeah.
Well, he's putting his family at risk, his wife and daughter,
Yeah.
because that's who they said they were going to kill.
Yeah.
But if Verone is caught, then he doesn't have to worry about it.
True.
So if he calls it in at the right time,
They get him.
yeah.
The problem with like mobs is even if you catch that guy, there's a lot of other guys you got to deal
But
with.
you'd have to catch Verone himself.
And his boss. Verone probably has a boss.
You think so?
Yeah, he's
He's
just
the
running
boss.
like the Miami division.
Mm,
He's got a boss in wherever they're taking this money to.
Russia.
Well, aren't they putting it on a plane to go somewhere?
Yeah, probably. Probably to buy like skylines to bring them into the
Yeah,
United States. Yeah.
that'd be a great. That's what they should have done with Fast and Furious 4.
Yeah. Instead of what were they bringing over? Drugs.
Yeah, it should have been Skyline.
Braga.
Right. All right.
Okay. Let's keep going here. So, the
Helicopter flies overhead.
local PD is moving in, and
Oh, what a shot!
They're so far away.
Camera angle is a helicopter flying over, but the camera flips the whole way backwards until it's pointing at cop cars. So it was upside down. So then it flips over 180, looking at the cop cars, and then it's like goes towards them, and all the cop cars are splitting over around it.
it's such like
Pretty
a
sweet.
random thing that like somebody decided rather than just like cut from the helicopter to the cars.
Oh yeah,
Like somebody came up with that, and us as viewers are just like, in a normal viewing, like we don't even think once about it, let alone twice.
Do you think you don't think about it at all, or do you think it's like subconsciously it adds some excitement to the scene in your brain?
I think if they would have shown the helicopter just like in the air, like like a little pan, and then cut, and then shown the police cars, you wouldn't have liked the movie. You wouldn't have liked the scene as much.
Okay, so it does
Like-
have a subconscious factor that makes it like more interesting.
I think it's just better videography makes it like
Right.
a better movie.
You don't always notice, but it is
Right.
little stuff like that.
It'd be like if you and me went out to like film, and we're like, oh, there's a helicopter.
Why
Okay, we got
is
that.
good?
Oh no, here's police cars.
Yeah.
They had to get this in the same shot.
I gotta remember this for my YouTube channel.
Yes.
Flipping my camera upside down.
You have a YouTube
Cop
channel?
cars. No, I'm thinking about starting one.
It's a good idea. Maybe.
All right, 4 seconds left. All right,
All
we get into FBI headquarters or
No, this is custom. 'cause
customs
this is
headquarters.
Gallows Pizza guy.
That's right. He's working the computers now, tracking the cars.
Yeah.
So Jimmy never got the tracking devices off of
It's spidered into everything. The DSI boxes.
All right. And he's like, man, local PD's moving on our guys. They forgot to notify the local PD that they're running an operation, which is probably good since the local PD is working with Verone.
Oh, you don't think Customs talked to the local PD? I bet they did.
They didn't. Plus, that guy, Rat Boy, would have known then, and he could have warned Verone. And then been off the hook anyway. He wouldn't have had to get the window, and he'd still be on
Why
Verone's
would they
good
have
side.
not talked to local PD when they're trying to? Maybe they know that Verone owns local PD.
Yeah.
So
Be in there. I feel like those divisions don't really chit chat with each other.
their FBI and Customs are too good to talk to local PD.
That's how it is in the movies, right?
Yeah.
All right, FBI's here. Step aside.
Yeah.
We'll handle this.
Yeah, we're federal.
Yeah. All right, 1 second left. And
3 bags in 1 car, huh?
oh,
And the guy says, guess so.
I know what that's supposed to mean. You think there'll be 3 more in Brian's?
Right. So
6
6 bags
bags
altogether.
total. Think you brought extra bags? Like, well, we'll see how many it takes.
Yeah.
Or,
What if they filled up? They had like 4 bags, and they're like, "Oh man, we need more bags." I'm guessing this isn't the first time they did this.
do you think they leave any behind? I feel like often when you're scrambling to grab bills, they're like, we left a couple 100,000 behind. You know, it's like floating around in the air, it's scattered on the floor.
Oh yeah.
Just grabbing like the handfuls of stuff.
Yeah.
They don't show us back in the trailer after this, but
No.
things are getting interesting.
Yep. I would feel like if the people in a trailer park, do you think they know that Verone owns this and this happens?
There's probably a lot of sketchy stuff that goes on in a trailer park.
I feel like
this.
Verone would just own the whole trailer park. Wouldn't that be better?
Yeah, he might.
Than
That'd be sketchier, right? Maybe like, Verone.
It's an
owns
investment.
this.
opportunity.
Don't you think the FBI would watch it closer then?
Maybe.
I don't know.
I bet Monica owns this trailer. That's what he uses her for.
Oh,
To buy
your trailer?
To buy properties under her name so it's not as suspicious.
Boy, you picked the wrong girl.
She
She's
has
not even
friends.
in this
She
now.
has friends.
She's not involved now.
Yeah, she's in the Navigator with Verone. They're driving
right.
somewhere else to the docks, probably.
Okay.
To the docks.
Probably the docks. Good deal. All right.
Well, that's the end of minute 77. Thanks for listening. I'm Ryan,
And I'm Jason.
and always remember.
Winning's winning. Play that last bit there of our audio. We did pick it. Oh, we sure did. All right, let's find out if I'm getting drunk this. I might fail if I do.
You want me to stop the live or mute it or something?
Oh, it's Ethan.
Potty break. You say the ocean's rising like a beautiful. Oh, that was close.
Hello, fans. What we got? Is he drinking? All right.
We got people watching? Two people.
Dos.
Two people watching.
Dos señores.
You don't know the thing, man.
Yeah, what's the Spanish word for formal?
Personas.
Personas. Dos personas. All right. What we got?
All right. Should we keep going?
We should. We get 2 more,
Well, more than that.
at least.
What time is it? 8:45?
Gosh. I'm not going back to jail.
You going, man? Let's go. Let's go.
What is he doing?
Okay, now let's get the chopper over there. One eye is right on top.
You got it. Lima 25, follow GPS.
Oh, baby. Is this muted?
Speed not.
Good.
Nope.
Uh-oh. You're... Oh.
What?
What's that black line? I don't know how your recording so works. Okay. Moment of silence.
For what?
So you know where to start the podcast. Does it make it easier editing?
Sure. Welcome to Granny Shift, and I'm Ryan.
And I'm Jason.
And this is minute 78
of Too Fast,
to
Furious.
Furious. And now the action is finally starting.
Yeah. So, all right. So he made a comment about 3 bags going in the car. Did we see any more bags going in any cars? I didn't see any more bags getting put in the cars throughout this minute.
Oh, no.
And they leave in this
Right.
minute.
Right.
Okay. So
they hear the sirens in the distance.
You can hear a helicopter, you can hear sirens, and
Why are they so far away?
They stop and they stand there and look around for like.
Well, I feel like it's one of those things where it's like, those aren't for us, right? That's good, like when you're driving and you see the police behind you, you're like, they're not going to pull me over.
I always assume they're pulling me over, and when they don't, I'm like, oh, phew, it's my lucky day.
Like, were you doing something illegal?
I just feel like there's always something that if they want to get you, they can find something.
Yeah, like your registration's out.
Yeah, that man.
Yeah, that'll do it.
sticklers for that registration thing.
Yeah, they really care about that.
Yeah, they do.
Is
Saving
this,
the
your, is
world.
this your car? Yes.
How's the
How's the
traffic in
tra-
Philly?
Okay. So yeah, they stand around for quite a bit of seconds here. They're all wondering, like, are those sirens for us?
And then Brian stops in a moment of pure genius, turns to the group and says, "Cops."
And they're like, what?
What? I thought that might have been an ambulance.
I thought some place was on fire. Yeah, it's Brian knows what he's talking about
So
because
now
he
they're-
used to be a cop.
Oh yeah,
so he
would
knows.
know what a cop
Yeah,
siren sounds.
right.
No, that ain't no fire truck. It's a cop siren.
That's not a fire police you hear.
So-
stopping traffic.
Now everybody kicks into high gear.
Right. Yeah. Now it's time to rush.
The action is starting, like Brian said.
Yeah.
Now,
See
wait.
the-
Oh, that
the
was
cop
hilarious.
lady. Yeah.
So the
So
cop,
go over here.
yeah, she goes running out across the street, which is really stupid to do
Yeah.
if you're like undercover.
Right.
This is the street I called you from. Yeah,
Yeah.
Hey,
She's out there in the
help,
middle
help.
waving. She's not
holding a walkie-talkie.
Yeah.
So they all run to the cars, but
Big butt walkie-talkie.
Roman gets an idea.
Yeah.
He's always got good ideas.
He says, "I'm not going back to jail." And Enrique is like, "Where are you going, man? Let's go, let's go." And so, luckily, there's a huge piece of coral reef.
I was just trying to think, like, what is that, a lava rock?
I don't know what it
It
is.
does look like coral reef, but it's probably the size of a football.
Yeah.
And he runs up to the Durango, which is off. He starts it, throws it into gear, and luckily it's pointing straight down the road.
Right, which it wasn't earlier.
And
He didn't turn it at all.
and the alignment's like spot on.
Right.
And the road is perfectly smooth. And he sends the Durango flying down the road.
Look at this. You can definitely see that this airbag has deployed and has been removed.
Oh, you're right. The steering wheel is ripped, and they kind of like pushed
Yeah,
the
they like
cover back
kind of
into
like
place.
use some sort of adhesive to kind of like glue this piece.
This is
back
what we
on.
were talking about with like scenes on Last Minute, where like it's really frustrating to record. I guess it was 2 minutes ago, where like on the beach you walk in the sand. Now there's footprints, so
right.
you know you've been there. So it's like you got to cover it all up.
Right.
The sunset, or you got to wait the next day.
It's like the first time the airbag went off, and they're like, "Oh, wait, shoot, what do we do now?"
So the front of the Durango is probably wrecked at this point.
Because you know how much these airbags cost? $1,200.
More of a time thing, right?
Well, they're not. They don't take long.
Hey Jimmy, can you place the airbag on this Durango?
They just play.
We
mechanic.
deployed it in the scene. It wasn't good.
It's spidered into everything.
How? Okay, here's a movie question for you.
Okay.
I feel like a lot of issues you would not actually find until you're actually editing the movie.
Mm.
And they're not editing as they go. So is somebody literally like going through all the footage, reviewing it every night, or like as it's happening to be like, oh man, like the shot was a little out of focus, or like, oh, he looked at the camera there, or oh, there was that thing in the background that we didn't want there. We need to reshoot that scene. You have to be like constantly going over everything. Or do they just shoot everything like 10 times?
Well, I think they do a lot of that, and they can slice it and splice it, and like I see a lot of times in movies and TV shows where one person is talking to another, and it'll show the camera will be showing the person talking, right?
Right.
And then it flips to show the person's reaction to the person talking, and the movement of the person's mouth does not line up with the words that are coming out.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
No.
Like if you were viewing me from like if I'm like this, you can still see my mouth moving, and the words that are coming out line up with my cheek movements.
Yeah, but
and
the
stuff.
point wasn't you at that scene. You weren't the focus anymore. They're
Right.
just going like, we need the smiling reaction. They show it, even though you're not supposed to notice they're like
Yeah.
chatting over.
I've seen, like-
conversation.
Yeah, I've seen like where there's no talking and the person's still moving their mouth. You know what I mean?
What's up, Saturdays with Scott? Still in our YouTube chat,
Wow.
chatting it up. Appreciate that.
We've been live streaming for 50 minutes now.
Yeah.
Scott's still here.
He was here with us last time.
Yeah.
A true fan.
He's a great fan.
So quit being lazy. Get in our Patreon. Our Discord. You're in our Patreon. Thank you. because you can't. We have giveaways in the Discord, and we don't have those on our Patreon.
Yeah.
But you can only get to our Discord from our Patreon.
Yes, that's true.
So get in there so you can win some stuff. What are we giving away this month?
This month?
Yeah.
When this comes out, it'll be July.
Oh, that's right. So in June we gave out the movie
Right, the movie tickets.
tickets.
So I'm not going to reveal
Those are
yet
pretty
what our
expensive.
giveaway is for July.
Yeah. Stay tuned.
Yeah, you'll just have to look in our Discord.
Mm-hmm.
Wow, this Hams is burpy.
Is it, or is it just you? Because I'm drinking one too, and I haven't burped at all yet.
How do you not?
I have some what's the word?
Do you swallow without air? Quaffles?
I'm quaffling a little from it.
He says, all right.
I leave it
Just made a note
for tomorrow.
for tomorrow.
Yeah, we'll see you tomorrow. Or 3 weeks ago. Depending on how you look at it. I leave the hams in my mouth and let the CO2 disperse before I swallow it.
Let me try it. All right, you talk while I try it.
All right.
What's happening?
Ryan is picking up the can,
Oh.
pouring it into his mouth.
I just think we should do some more ASMR. Not of this.
Drinking beer.
But
Beer
what about some
drinking
chicharrones? Those would be good ASMR.
Okay. Maybe next episode. Okay, he is gurgling it and swallowing. You swallowed air with it.
I know,
Never
that's the
work on your
problem. I
swallows.
can't.
You're just. Maybe do you have a tongue tie? You
No,
have a tongue
a
tie.
lip tie.
A lip tie.
I do have a tongue tie. I can barely stick my tongue out. Yeah, Jason can touch his nose.
We're
with his tongue.
sticking our. I can look at my elbow. How about you guys? What cool talents do you have that makes you all kinds of
Can you
money
touch your-
and success?
Can you touch your fingernails to your shoulder?
Yeah.
On the same arm. Your
Why-
fingernails
nobody-
to your shoulder on the same arm. No, with your hand the other way. Aye.
Is this the sound of it?
Aye.
Sorry, this is terrible
Yeah, that's
audio,
You gotta
but the
see
video
that.
is quite excellent.
Yeah, if you pay $15 or more a month, you get to see the videos.
Right, Scott?
But Scott, I mean, everyone can see the live stream. Any tier can see the live stream.
Yeah, so
But-
Scott is in here, but there's another person in here.
Yeah, who is it? Let us know.
Party Babe, is it you?
Party Babe, the winner of the popcorn,
That's right.
Domino's Pizza, and the movies. I wonder if she's enjoying those movies. All right, let's keep going. We're making good progress. So he puts the coral onto the gas pedal, and the Durango is already at like 40 miles per hour.
I mean,
And it's going straight towards the police.
and perfect. Like, okay, if you drop something full throttle on a Durango, they're V8s, right? And you threw it in gear, that thing would like burn some rubber.
It would go. I think that
I
it wouldn't
feel
go
like
straight.
It would not go straight.
Right. Here's the other thing, though. This all happens from when he puts it on to when it wrecks into the police. Nobody has moved.
They're
None-
just sitting and
None
watching.
of the 4 people
You're right,
that are trying to
you're
get away have moved. They're all watching. I'm like,
Look, what's going on here?
you wasted that time. You should have been getting in the car
It
and
just
leaving.
traveled like a couple hundred yards. That would have took some time. All right, Roman's running back to his car, and he's very proud of himself.
Yeah, popping his
laughing.
collar.
Is that what that is? He's like
Popping his
flicking his
shirt.
shoulder. I don't know what that is.
It's like what Exhibit used to do when people got their cars pimped.
Oh,
He'd say, like,
so you
"You've
flip
been
off. Oh, so he's pimping his shoulders.
Yeah, pimping his shoulders. How'd you like to get with these bad boys?
That's right. You like these shoulders?
$100
Watch
an
me
hour.
pimping them. I don't know. We don't know what we're doing.
Are you
All right.
guys? Are you a prostitute? No, just my shoulders. I pimp my shoulders. All right.
Yeah, Scott says he doesn't stay up past his bedtime for any two guys. It's only 9 o'clock.
Yeah, come on, Scott.
Come on, Scott.
You can do it.
Stick
all right.
with us.
So they're laughing.
All right.
Brian thinks it's funny. Roberto thinks it's not. He's
Not
not,
a great
amused.
time for humor. But it was like highly effective.
Oh yeah, it blocked off that whole lane.
Yeah.
All right, so they exit out through not the road.
You know, well, the funny part was that cop like, oh, I'm going to play chicken with this guy in the Durango. And he didn't realize he was playing chicken with a
Nobody.
lava rock. I mean, a piece of giant coral. And coral, I guess technically is alive, right?
Well, not when you pull it out of the water.
That's true. We don't know how long ago they pulled it out.
Yeah. It didn't look alive.
It was a pretty good driver. All I could say. All right.
Oh man, it's like one of those animation movies where like there's like a little mouse pressing the gas pedal, and like the other mouse is like using the steering wheel, and the other mouse
that's
is
right.
like the GPS.
That's right.
You know, they turn left up
Yep.
here.
It's just the coral doing it.
Yeah, you guys are really.
All right, so scene change back to the customs headquarters, and we get Pizza Boy,
Gallows.
Gallows Pizza.
Gallows
How do you feel about his sideburns? It's like a double sideburn.
It's like thick to thin. You're saying?
It's thick down to the normal distance, and then it goes thin down to the bottom of the earlobe distance.
Oh yeah. I think it looks fine.
You're into that?
I think he's an attractive man.
I'm not denying that. He's got that butt chin all the ladies love.
Yeah, that's hereditary.
Yeah, I know my son has it too.
All of your sons?
Just one.
So how?
I have one. That's what I'm trying to say, Ryan.
Right, I know. So if you don't have one and your dad does,
I don't know. Do we want to go over genes? Scott,
Okay.
You want to learn about genes? We got recessive and dominant genes. All right.
Okay.
So if you got
So
the big
red hair,
big R, little R. How does the red beard fit into this? What do you
I don't know.
Blonde hair and red beard,
yeah.
and then you end up with a daughter with red hair and a blonde beard. It's really strange. It's not that common, but all right.
Yeah. No, I don't know. I guess if the son has so Finn does not have a butt chin, right?
Finn does. Gage does.
Oh, Gage does not.
Right.
Okay. So would he be carrying the gene though that his kid could have it?
I think so.
I feel like that's like a way that you can like tell that like, oh, well, I
You
feel like
have
they've
to
used that in a movie or show where it's like, oh, see this kid, he doesn't have a butt chin. What his dad does, that's not his kid.
Oh, right. But no, there's certain genes. Like supposedly blue eyes are a recessive gene. So like if both your parents have blue eyes, it's impossible for you to have brown eyes.
Yeah.
But if both your parents have brown eyes, they could technically have like big B, little b, and then on the fourth quadrant of the gene pool is a little b, which is a blue eye gene. Does that make sense?
Sure.
So, it's
I
still
need like a
possible.
Venn diagram.
Yep.
So the thing with color blindness is that if you're a female and you're colorblind, all of your children will be colorblind. But if you're a male and you're colorblind and your wife is not, your children have a 50-50 chance of being colorblind.
What if you identify as... All right, next topic.
Because I know two guys, they're brothers. Their
Yeah.
mom was colorblind. They're both colorblind.
Huh.
But their kids won't necessarily be colorblind because they only have a 50-50 chance.
I feel like the gene information that I learned in 9th grade was like pretty surfacey.
Yeah, I think
And
so.
I think it gets a little bit more in depth once you get into it.
Yeah, that's why
Beyond
I do
fruit flies.
23andMe every other
Oh,
month.
did you see? Literally today, like 2 weeks
A
ago.
month ago.
Yeah, a month ago, they went public on the NASDAQ
Oh, really?
under
I forgot to buy some.
item ME. Yeah, you think that's a good investment?
No.
Gene information? I don't know.
Did you do it?
I didn't buy any. I was thinking like,
No. I mean, have you done the
I did.
gene
that's where I
history?
get the email.
Oh.
It just spam me all the time.
Since you
now.
found out about your history and your makeup, has it helped you in any way?
Yeah. I mean, I was a little disappointed. I was hoping for
you-
something exotic in my blood. I got
I
nothing.
thought you were Polynesian.
I'm like
but
100%
just Swiss German.
Swiss, German, European, a little French, nothing interesting at all.
Yeah.
I was hoping for like a little bit, like 5% Inuit, so that I could fish in Canada without any limits on my.
Is that the rules?
Something like that, I think.
Yeah.
I think.
I'm sure the people that are there will be like, oh, yeah, welcome. Yeah,
well,
come on.
5%. You're in it as much as you want.
You can fish 5% of the fish. You have to throw back 95% of each fish into the water.
It's very complicated. All right. We got 10 seconds left.
Okay, let's get this done.
We're in the customs office.
Yeah.
Some
Bilkins
conversation.
wants a chopper over top of them.
All right.
So they're following the
U.S.
GPS.
Customs chopper,
Just to verify
makes a
once
turn.
more.
he's just up there cruising in the sky. He's like, okay, I'll head over to that area of Miami. And then we get a shot of the Lancer and the Eclipse cruising down the highway.
This scene sponsored by Mitsubishi.
2 cops already on like an entrance ramp, but ahead of them. I didn't even notice that. There's
I think these are cops
coming up.
back here too, right?
Oh, wow.
Got 3
So there's-
trailing them.
In this picture, there's 5 cops, and there's only 8 cars in the shot.
I like this siren wailing. I like the word wailing. It's not just like sirens,
screaming. It's wailing.
but it's not even like
It adds some emotion to it.
it doesn't
right?
just say like you could just say sirens and you'd be like, oh, okay, there's a sirens noise.
Yeah, there's emotion.
A siren noise.
Yeah, it's a good word.
Yeah.
Good
And,
job. Closed captioner right here did a good job.
Yeah.
Not so much on the Spanish translation.
If
but
there was
here-
a Spanish person crying loudly, would they say a Hispanic person? No. A Hispanic person crying loudly. What would they say here? Spanish wailing. Because they don't translate. They just
Very good.
describe. And that's minute 78 of Too Fast, Too Furious. Thanks for listening. I'm Ryan.
And I'm Jason.
And always remember,
Winning's winning.
what does Scott say? He does ancestry.
He's investing in it.
You know what you're doing, man?
Sorry. Callie can't come Friday now.
Oh, really?
Can Alan? We need a replacement.
Alan already is coming.
Yeah, but so is Callie.
Oh.
Callie was supposed to.
Yeah.
So we got an extra ticket.
Well, we can return the ticket.
Can you?
Yeah.
I'll just do that.
Why isn't Scott coming?
Scott, why aren't you coming to Fast and Furious on Friday?
Yeah, we got a ticket already bought for you. I need to beat.
Ooh. She said she'll pay for the ticket, but she has to go to a shoot with a famous person.
No, she's not paying for the ticket already. Like,
I know. We can return it.
With Fandango, I know you can return it.
All right. Perfect. No
Scott says, honestly, I don't know. Well, you're welcome to come. You just let us know.
That's right.
We have a
Last time we
ticket.
got one extra ticket.
What was I going to say?
I'm such a
Hermit?
hermit.
Here's what's funny about Scott Wanger. Okay. So I think his Instagram handle.
How long can we return it for? Because in case Alan can't come, you need to know.
Okay, I haven't returned a ticket through this company before. Like, this is through the theater directly. But I know when we bought through Fandango, you had up until the showtime to return your ticket. So
Should we try to return his too?
that'd be a bummer if he can't come. I guess someone's got to watch the kids while she has a photo shoot with a famous person.
Oh, we got the babysitter. All right. Keep going.
What I was saying about Scott was I think his Instagram handle is Wanger Time. Is that right, Scott? Is your Instagram handle Wanger Time? Because Wanger Time is something that happened at Crable way back. I would say like
Really? It was a
second,
thing?
third grade.
It was a thing.
I don't remember if Scott used to say it's Wanger Time or if other people used to say it's Wanger Time when Scott was about to do something.
Oh,
But I think it's funny that he
That's-
still,
you're right.
89, year
Every
of birth.
time I did.
Year of birth.
All right, I gotta text Alan quick. See if he's still coming. Are you still coming to the movies on Friday since Callie can't come?
He said people said it to me. So people would say to him, it's Wanger Time.
That's funny. Callie literally joined for that. And we're just taking the money. All right.
Why she said she's paying us for a ticket? She's not paying for a ticket.
No.
Even if she doesn't come.
She always just feels bad about stuff.
There'll be somebody waiting outside.
offers financial.
Yeah. Once it's completely booked and people are like in the standby section.
We don't want financial favors. There's other kind of favors we'll accept, but not financial.
Right, yeah. Did we watch this second? No, we're still watching.
Stay with me, Rome. Stay with me. Come on, man.
I've got him heading south on I-95. Bring in the aerial ESPs.
Attention up, man. Shut up, man. Nice driving, Rome. Nice driving.
I got you, Ryan.
Welcome to Granny Shift, and I'm Ryan.
I'm Jason.
And this is minute 79 of Too Fast, Too Furious. Cops galore.
The chase is on.
Yeah, it's again intense. This is like the part of the movie where like there's a lot happening, but nothing's really happening.
Right.
Yeah, this whole scene, nothing happens.
This might be a short minute.
The cops are chasing him at the beginning, and the cops are, thank you for listening. I'm Ryan.
And I'm Jason. And we're not done yet, though. We'll break
Tracy,
down a little bit.
boot up that podcast player again. Don't stop listening.
Yeah. Don't skip.
Yeah, don't skip ahead.
All right, so...
Have you heard of MeUndies? Try Bang Energy.
No, but I've heard of Pair of Thieves. They're
Yes.
Great.
You want to see mine?
Maybe later.
Nice.
This is audio only. Can you describe them to me, Ryan?
Should I do ASMR? Putting
Just
on
hear
my
them
pair.
like nothing, right? They're so smooth.
Oh, they're so smooth.
You hear nothing.
And they don't
Okay.
have any flavor. Don't even bother trying.
Yeah, don't bite them.
Okay.
I haven't actually tried.
How's your
mine,
cup of
so
water?
It's good. Whiskey flavored water. Okay.
I've heard of cucumber water, but
This is new.
Whiskey water.
It's worse for your liver. It's like, but it's more fun.
Yeah.
You can drink a lot of it.
Okay. So here we go. They're cruising down I-95, headed south. So I've always, like, these cars are tricked out, right?
Yes.
Tricked out,
Souped up.
souped up, and out.
That's what the
And so, like,
tuners
they're
say.
fast, right?
Yeah.
And the police are driving, what are they? Ford Tauruses?
Souped up.
Are they, like, 3.0? What's like
No,
the big,
they're
what's
a
the
Crown
Ford thing?
Vic, but it's like they have a certain body that's the police one because it's got like a little bit better engine. Everything's a little beefier in it, but it's a Crown Vic. A bunch of Crown Vics chasing them. But I know where you're going with this.
Are they Crown Vics or are they Tauruses? There's that one engine that's like always like, oh, it's
The show.
yes, the SHO, yes.
So there was some Taurus shows, but I'm pretty sure these are Crown Vics, or
Okay.
they'd be like Lincoln. There's a version of the Lincoln
I
that's
don't
the
think they
same.
had any Lincoln
That's
police
like
cars.
detectives drive that, right? We had that come up earlier in this.
Yeah, his like baby blue one that he had
Well,
earlier.
we'll look at it next time. See if they're
Like Crown Vics are more. These are older though.
Yeah.
Anyways, okay. So there's lots of shifting and driving fast and swerving around cars, and Brian's in the lead, and he keeps telling Roman, "Stay with me, like it's so difficult."
right.
And he's shifting like crazy.
They're crossing 100 miles an hour finally.
Yeah, and then you go over to Roman in just like a couple seconds, and he's at 120.
I feel like I'd put the top up. On a convertible.
Yeah, but it's better for camera angles if the top's down.
Oh, you're right. That is a lot easier to film.
Yeah,
Like, I don't know. I just feel more protected. Even if a bullet goes right through that light canvas.
it slowed down a little bit before it hit your skull.
That's true. It'd shatter.
Yeah.
Fragments would get you.
All right, so there's a police right overhead, a different helicopter than we saw in the last minute.
Yep.
And saying they're heading south on I-95. And they're doing a pretty good job. Light traffic, luckily.
It's a female police. I don't know. That doesn't matter. All right. So she's in the helicopter. Is she flying?
Yeah, or not.
Bring in the aerial SDSs?
ESDs.
ESDs? What is that?
Emergency Safety Division.
ESDs.
I have
You
no
look
clue.
that up? And then the scene, yeah, look that up, but I'll talk through this. Now it shoots back to the highway, and we get a shot of Roman, and the cops are literally 15 feet behind him.
What?
And there's 10 cop cars behind him. And another interesting thing, if you look beyond, there's one guy two guys the cops are swerving around. Behind that, the highway is completely empty. And on the other side of the highway, completely empty.
That's a good point.
So there's a couple like fake highway cars from the set up the scene, but yeah. Did you find
They're
it?
definitely, Crown Vics. So this movie came out in 03.
Oh yeah, those are Crown Vics.
This does not match that.
Yeah, it does.
No, they have to be like 90,
Yeah,
Fives.
95 Crown Vic.
1995.
Probably not brand new. They put the
Crown.
lights on top of them.
Crown Vic.
They knew they were gonna wreck them. They didn't get the brand new
95s
ones.
look the same. That's not these either. Look how long the headlights
All
are.
right, what's the Taurus?
It's got to be a Taurus.
Maybe in Miami they get Tauruses.
And
Oh, you're looking.
it's got like the. Let's switch to my other phone. Okay, you keep talking.
All right, let's get a new scene here. All right, so we're
That's a
running,
cool
and they're
camera
like,
angle.
oh, we get inside a cop car. We get to see a cop we've never seen.
And they just show his face for a second. What's special about this police officer?
We do get some shifting shots, a bunch of like shifting. This is a weird. So Roman has mirrors, but this shot is like from like if you're laying on the blacktop next to his car, looking up at him, and he hangs his head out over the side, out his driver's side window, looking back. It's a weird low angle up, and he instead of looking in his rearview mirror, is looking behind him, like baffled, like.
Right.
Like if
Like he's
he
just
was in
now seeing the
Jurassic
police.
Park and there was
Right.
a dinosaur chasing him.
Right.
He's like, oh. But yeah. And he's like, oh, crap.
Okay, so we're in the. I'm close to the era here, 1993.
That does look. Is that a Taurus?
Yeah, no, this is a Crown Vic.
Oh, I was going to say, that looks like it.
No, the headlights are all wrong.
All right. Why don't you post up a picture on our Instagram and let our fans decide? We'll keep moving here.
Like, what year are these things? See, the headlights are so short. We're spending too much time on which cars these are, what kind of cars these
How
are.
come Ford gets to provide all the police cars in America?
Well, they don't. There's Dodge Chargers.
Not back then.
Well, maybe these are something different. Maybe these aren't either of the Fords we
what
think
was the
they are.
Dodge like big sedan back in the 90s?
Oh, look at it there, though. What's
What is
that? It's got to be a Crown Vic.
That's a Crown Vic.
Yeah.
That is a classic police interceptor. Type in police interceptor.
That's a bike.
Is it?
Have you seen those bikes? Oh, these are all new.
In 1995 or something. Because it looks just like a taxi, and a lot of these become taxis once they are no longer.
But see, that's not this. Look at how long the headlights
Oh, and
are.
the grill's different.
Yeah.
I don't know.
And that has a Ford emblem in the middle of the grill.
Is it?
This has something sticking
I don't
up.
know. Come on. All right. We'll post this up. Will we remember?
Yeah. Yeah, remind me.
All right.
What minute is this? 79. Don't forget. Jason, when
Too
you
fast
hear
and
this,
furious.
send me a text.
Look, is that a Ford?
So I can
We're getting a
screenshot.
steering wheel now.
Oh, it's got the Ford emblem missing.
They took it off.
Could be a Mercury.
Yeah.
Like it
Mercury.
looks very similar.
Yeah. Oh well.
And you see.
Okay. We're still weaving on the highway. We
Is that
got
a Chevy emblem?
A wingless. That is. They're Chevys.
Chevy what?
Chevy
Malibu?
Police. Oh.
No, Chevy Caprice?
Caprice. It is.
Yes.
Oh my word! It's a
That
Chevy
is
Caprice. All right, we found it. We don't have to post up the picture.
Yes.
How strange. I guess they were
We just asked how Ford had the monopoly.
market, but apparently not down in Florida. So
All right.
anyway, the cops are right with them. Just these worked over race cars.
Yeah.
Cannot get a car length from these cops. They're catching
Well,
up.
it's also hard on the highway because you don't need a lot of maneuverability on the highway. Like these are like
Handling cars.
these cars would probably accelerate faster. These little four cylinders would accelerate faster than a V8.
It's true.
the lighter they would turn better. Like the suspension here isn't helping you a whole lot. You see these Caprices, they're like the body roll is like crazy,
Rocking. Yeah.
but you can handle that on the highway.
I feel like I'd be nervous weaving in a Caprice with the lights on, because if you're weaving and you come up behind somebody, they're going
You
to
don't
try
know
to get
which way,
over.
right.
Yeah, it's almost better to let them stay where they are, and
Just drive on through.
yeah,
All right. That's it.
that's the end of the minute. But really, it was just driving on the highway, weaving, Roman being surprised. That was about it.
And thanks for listening. I'm Ryan.
And I'm Jason.
And always remember,
Winning's winning. You got the chicharron.
oh, there's Asher.
Yo, Asher, did you win your game tonight?
Welcome, Asher. Okay.
I want to know if they won.
You can't go in there. Mel's taking a shower.
Is she really?
You missed your opportunity.
Mel!
You gotta go quick. Oh, they won 11-7.
Nice.
7-3. 3-11. 11-7. Seems like there's lots of noise over there.
Well, I see you.
I see.
But yeah, 3 older ones are.
I'm gonna mute this for a minute. Good job, Asher. So you're not coming to the movie, huh, Asher? Your family is more important?
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Need another hams?
Yeah, I'm good.
All right, let's go back to this.
Yeah.
Top me off.
It's all about family. Yeah, it really is. Tom's all about family. So you being the real life personification of Dominic Toretto, that makes sense. We're going to keep the whiskey a little bit lighter this time. Last time got a little out of control. Well, we're going to miss you, Asher, that's for sure. Now Party Babe's not coming. Possibly Alan's not coming. So did Alan respond to you if he's coming?
No response.
He says he wish he could. Do you plan on seeing it in theaters, Asher? Or are you gonna wait till it comes out? Doesn't Universal have their own like streaming service?
Oh.
So just you and Jason. And Doug.
We'd still go.
Double down Doug. Oh yeah, for sure we'd go.
Shannon's going.
Oh yeah.
If we can get a babysitter.
And you can't use Mel because she won't be around.
Or my mom. Well, she might. We're trying to find out.
Really? If you split them up, she'll watch Indy. Indy doesn't play video games.
Or watch Pokemon. All right.
Asher, were you allowed to watch Pokemon
Don't
when
say
you were a
that.
kid?
We're going to be there. He hasn't seen 8. Too
Oh,
bad you won the series of movies that didn't have 8 included in it.
yeah. Well, he requested not to win that one. Actually, he didn't. We didn't give away 8. that series only had 1 through 7 in it anyways.
That's what I mean. He hasn't seen 8. So he can't.
He won the 1 and 2.
Oh, you're right. Those
Already
finale.
they got 1 through 7.
Sorry.
All right, let's watch
Fox.
next. Asher, we're gonna watch the next minute.
All right. Yep.
Oh wow!
Who was that?
What does it just drive straight?
Come on, man, take the wheel. No, man, I can't drive. Just hold on, let's let it go. Hold it right here, just hold steady, just like this. What are you doing, man? ¿Qué pasa?
We went too far.
Oh no. Ah!
3 seconds too far. All right. Welcome back to Granny Shifting, the Fast and Furious podcast. I'm Ryan.
And I'm Jason, and this is minute 70-10.
80. That'd be 80. Minute 80 of Too Fast, Too Furious.
1 hour, 20 minutes.
And we got the one and only Snackman 08. 058? 508?
Watching live
Watching
on
live.
our YouTube live stream.
Yeah. Oh man, look at all those messages. I can't read all this.
Okay. He says he wishes he could come to our event, but he can't. He's not into the new movies. Whoa.
Whoa. He's an OG
He still
fan.
didn't watch 8. Come on.
Honestly,
I mean,
you didn't miss a whole lot.
Chad
with it.
Lindbergh didn't watch Tokyo Drift either. So
Yeah. So
and then he says he's going to fact check us. Check us? Oh, that's this episode. All right, here we go. You missed it because we needed some car identification last episode. We figured it out. The police are actually driving Chevy
Caprices.
Caprices. Is that what Caprice?
Caprice.
Is it plural though?
Caprices.
Caprices. Apostrophe S, not just apostrophe. All right. And not Fords. Okay, so this minute starts out. The helicopter flies over real close to the cars, like
Yeah.
real low. And they're like, what? Looking up at it.
And how does a helicopter fly like this? I feel like that takes some skill. Because remember, these cars are going 100 miles per hour.
That's true. And the helicopter turns sideways, so there's 2 guys sitting on like the rung, or the door with their feet on the rung, holding. Now we know what they are, the EDSs or whatever.
Oh, okay.
Electronic demobilization supports. Stimulus checks.
We know all about those.
So it's like that gun with a 3-prong harpoon.
The electronic disturbance system.
Yeah.
You think?
No. They shot one in. Was there one in this movie?
Right at the very beginning. That's how Brian got caught. They shot it into a skyline after the race.
Yeah, that's right. Oh, and we are. What are we drinking tonight here, Ryan?
Evan Williams.
Kentucky's first bourbon?
Oh.
No.
No, Kentucky's first distillery.
Oh, and it's a Kentucky bourbon.
It stands for Ehlers-Danlos syndrome.
Oh, it's a disease.
Is it a real thing? What does
fact check us? What is EDS?
the
I don't think they're real. The thing they shoot, it's always in the movies. They shoot the side of the car that disables the car. It's not real. Come on.
what does EDS stand for? Okay, so they get a real zoomed in shot of Brian's eyes. He's nervous.
Oh yeah.
He recognizes those guns and he knows what's about to happen. But he can't do anything about it other than slam on the brakes.
Yeah, he's like, we don't want to get shot with this. So they lock him up, even though there's cops right behind him. They still get hit. Only Brian gets hit, actually.
Yeah. So this is the confusing
now-
part.
So do you remember we talked about the footprints in the sand?
Yes.
and how when you're filming and you put footprints in the sand, it's hard to refilm the same scene because you see the footprints were already there.
Right.
Well, it's even harder to remove black marks from a road because
Yes.
in this scene you can see
Oh, really?
black marks all over the road. And the dumb part is you could probably go up another 100 feet.
Yeah.
Watch out for it. Ready?
They probably did that a lot already.
Get ready. And oh, just wait. Oh, you backed up. Okay, right there. Look how many black marks are everywhere.
Okay, so this is the strange thing about this. Okay, it's not telling me what
Can you be more specific?
EDS stands for. I'm on the Fast and Furious wiki, and it talks about the EDS harpoon launcher used against criminals.
Electronic.
Is it EDS or ESD?
Could be ESD. They call it EDS.
Electronic.
EMP. Electromagnetic pulse. That's something else. That's from Ocean's 11.
Well, it says here the EDS harpoon launcher functions not unlike a real-life electromagnetic pulse.
Oh, that's what Ash was talking about.
Right.
That's the thing where they shut down like all the electricity in Las Vegas and then rob the casino.
Yeah, it's like it's an army weapon. Like they use it.
I thought that was fake.
No,
It's like,
it's a real
anytime
thing.
you see a device that has like a green liquid like swirling in it, I'm like, that's probably not real.
Do they have a green liquid in that one?
Isn't it? And what is that movie? The robbing the casino.
Yeah, that's like Ocean's 11, 12, 13. One of those.
Yeah, they put a
Don't know about the green stuff. Okay, so this is the weird thing.
yes.
1 hour, 19 minutes, and 19 seconds. The police are driving straight. Nothing's in their way.
Right. In fact, Brian and Roman are swerving out of their way, trying to avoid the harpoons.
1 minute or 1 hour, 19 minutes, and 20 seconds, the cop starts swerving at nothing. Like full out, not just like a whoa. Not just like you're like trying to miss a turtle on the road. You're like
you locked up your handbrake and are drifting.
And it
completely sideways,
it
backwards.
It's like they're not even about to run into anything. It doesn't make any sense.
And there's a huge cop car pileup. How many cops? All right,
I mean, 20.
We get a shot. There's the EMP is in the side. The EDS device is in the side of Brian's car now.
Yeah, in the left quarter panel. Or is it the door? I didn't see. But here's what's strange. How is it?
ESD. Oh, it says what it is at the top of this screen. Oh, you got to back up, Ryan. It says what it is.
All right.
All right.
You know I'm good at backing it up.
15 seconds. All right. So the shot, we see the harpoon. Electronic
system disabler.
Disabler.
Yes.
Oh, that makes sense. So
electrical system
shows
disabler.
the 3 prongs, and it says error on the 3rd prong. So it's not fully connected to his car.
Yeah. How does this work? Like, wouldn't it have to connect to something electronically to shut down the electronics?
Yeah, like a cord to something else bigger. Unless there's like a big old battery on the back of it.
Yeah.
It had to be like pretty impressive.
I mean, like the body panels are not. Yeah, I just don't understand.
The body panel should be connected to the grounding system, right? So you could mess with them electronically if you did something real goofy to it.
If you like took away the ground, then nothing would work, right?
Or if you put some crazy magnetic force into it. I don't know. It could be just sci-fi.
I'd like to know how they work.
Hollywood.
Okay, so
They're not
Brian's
real, are they?
No, I don't think so.
Okay.
Brian's dash
Only
is starting to go crazy because 2 prongs out of the 3 of the electronic destabilization.
I just want to point out, we know for sure that it's not a Hispanic guy in the helicopter.
Why? Because they use harpoons.
They don't have access to
Yeah.
the ESDs.
Did you see how these things shot? They like as they pulled it back, like they were cocking a shotgun. They shot out then.
Oh, really?
It wasn't like they like.
Boing?
Yeah, it's like a Nerf gun, like pot or what's that gun?
Cork gun.
That's the one.
Wow, you clipping your corks.
Okay, so Brian's begging Roberto to take the wheel from him so he can try and reach back and grab that thing out.
But Asher, is nuclear really green? Because in Back to the Future, nuclear was clear. Sorry, I'm talking to our live stream viewer who said the green stuff is
In the EMP.
in the EMP was nuclear. because I don't know much about nuclear stuff. So
All I know is I can use an EMP in Modern Warfare where I get 15 kills in a row.
is that what
Without
materials are in Apex Legends?
What?
Nuclear. You can use them to build like basically anything.
Crafting materials?
Crafting materials.
Or metals,
I don't know. Yeah,
alloys, and things.
liquid alloys.
Yeah. All right. So he takes the wheel. Brian forces him to take the wheel. He's like, I can't drive. I can't drive.
Which is sort of funny.
So is
Was it
Brian
always the other guy driving?
Is he on cruise control right now? Because he was on the gas.
Yeah, I did think this is funny. So, like, how fast can they be going now? They're going 100 miles an hour, and now,
Well, they have to be slowing down some.
well, Brian whips out a rag from somewhere.
Yeah, he had it in his pocket from
His
earlier.
handkerchief. So he's got a handkerchief.
Yeah, when he checked the oil before they left.
Oh, right. And make sure all your levels are good.
All right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 in this shot.
10
1,
cops
2, 3,
piling up
4,
on the highway.
6,
But
7.
the cops come from behind are now driving around them. So
Right.
they are getting past.
Yes.
It's not a complete blockage.
Right. And that's the end. We initially watched a couple
You do
seconds
see
too much.
Brian grab the EMP with the rag.
Right. He hasn't removed it yet, but he
No.
did touch it.
Yeah.
And that's the end of minutes 70-10.
70-10.
Thanks for listening. I'm Ryan.
And I'm Jason.
And don't forget,
Winning's winning. Oh, all right.
how many we got? Is that 4?
That's 5.
5? What time is it? 9:30?
Ah. If he was trying to yank it, he wouldn't have any problems here. Dude, the Yanko's got some thick sheet metal on the side of it.
I think it's
hard.
because of the electronics. Nothing's electronic.
Oh, that's true.
Everything's
What about your
Mechanical.
spark plug?
yeah, but it's all driven off of like cams and stuff like that.
You still have a ground system. That's important.
The distributor is off of it'll just be the
You want to mess with your ECU. I guess we don't know how they work, but he's probably right. It'd be better. But I was thinking, like, that metal's so thick, maybe it'd bounce off. It'd be hard to, like, penetrate the thick metal of a Yanko.
those old. They had like one ground strap for the whole vehicle. All right.
Shane said we need to advertise our new granny shifting dress. Ooh,
Did she send you a picture of it?
yeah.
You can post that to our Instagram.
Oh,
Just the coil, he says.
that's the only electronic device?
Yeah, which you need for the engine to run.
Yeah.
So
All right. Well, carb cars with. It's always been said that carb cars could withstand EMP or solar flare bursts, but who knows?
it's always been said.
Yeah, that's heavily discussed, widely known.
All right, should we bang one more out?
Should we do one more?
Well, pre like 74 or like whatever. Is that what that says? You can't see it.
Or like, whatever. We should make the script like bigger for the old people. All right, I need another glass of water.
Okay.
Make it on time for some.
Apex? Let's see what's happening on the internet here. ESD. Why did you say that? Electrical system. What did it stand for? Electrical system something. Electrical system. Uh-oh. Internet connectivity issues. Yeah, I really don't know why they're swerving like that. Asher, what would you say is your favorite Fast and Furious? The first one? Scott, same question. What is your favorite Fast and Furious? Says the first one. Should be on the side of your mouth. Have you ever seen Point Break? I have not seen Point Break. Is that the right break? I thought it was Point Break, like you break something, not like your brake pedal. I mean, I do like Tokyo Drift, so between number one and that, I know a lot. People don't like Tokyo Drift, though. Oh, really? Are they stealing VCRs in Point Break? Electrical System Disabler. Wow. It's not that cool of a name. Yeah, Scott, honestly, I did like Tokyo Drift a lot when it came out. Because it was, it was just a lot about the cars. When you have like a big race at the end, it was like Karate Kid, but with cars, right? No VCRs, drugs, or maybe banks. Have you seen Point Break?
Oh man, probably. I don't remember it though.
Asher says it's like the first Fast and Furious, but with surfers.
Oh, I saw somebody else comment that like Fast and Furious is just a rip off of Point Break. I don't think I saw it.
What was that movie with the snowboarders and the paintball?
Is that like
Remember you thinking like the intro was like so cool? I remember we watched it a lot. And we were like, oh, this is it's such a cool movie.
And then it turns out it's just paintball guns.
Yeah,
that's good. Good reviews on IMDb. Never saw it. I have to watch it. 1991.
it's so hard for me to read that.
Yeah.
I'm trying to read what Saturday.
The biggest thing for me is racing. That's what drew me into the series when I saw mostly drag racing first. Yeah, that's true. The first three are just a completely different series.
Well, even this one was different. I mean, a little different than like 3 brought it more back to the cars. I felt like, than this one did. And then 3 was a lot about
tuner
cars.
stuff.
Yeah,
yeah.
3 was a lot about.
But this
cars.
still has a lot of. You're right. There's really only 2 tuner cars. Well, no, there's a scene coming up.
That first race in Tokyo Drift was a great race between that old, whatever, Malibu and the Viper. That's a fun, great race.
You have the first race of this one too, though.
Yeah, it's not as good though.
Right. All right, let's knock this out.
All right, one more.
A couple games in.
We're gonna do one more.
One more. A fast one, quick one.
Too fast?
Too quick. 5 minutes or less.
Welcome to Granny Shifted. I'm Ryan.
And I'm Jason.
Welcome to Granny Shifted. I'm comedian Ryan.
And I'm the new... No. All right, start again.
Welcome to Granny Shifted. We are comedians Ryan and
Jason.
Jason. Wow. We should have practiced that more.
We don't do stand-up, but we are hilarious.
The best thing about comedians is they know they're hilarious.
Yeah. Well, we don't laugh at ourselves.
Yeah, I would never. So, the guy walks into a bar, right?
Oh, yeah. Okay, you're laughing.
Oh, sorry. I don't even know a joke to follow that.
This is a political joke? I love political jokes.
Okay.
Who should I
So, a guy walks to the bar.
Okay.
It only takes him 5 minutes. When he walks home from the bar, it takes him 45 minutes. The difference is staggering. Oh, man.
That's a good one.
Classic. All right. So, wait. We didn't watch this myth, did we?
So it already started? Are we winging it? We going with it?
I guess.
All right. This is
the
a new
first time.
style. We've never done this before. Usually we watch the minute first. This time we're not. We're going to do it as we go.
We did it by accident, but we're just going with it.
All right. Quick, though. Quick recap.
Yeah.
Brian was about to try to pull the ESD out of the side of his Lancer.
Yes.
Very disappointing. Very rare door panel that got punctured there.
Yeah. All right. So he's trying to pull it out, and we're not sure who's driving the vehicle. So Roberto has his hands on the wheel.
But who's pressing the gas?
Brian possibly be touching the gas?
They're also in the grass on the side of the highway.
That's because Roberto's not a driver. He said, I can't drive.
Yeah, but...
Why do you smell so nice?
Me?
Yeah. Did you oh, it's probably just because the shower.
No, it's not me.
It's the shampoo essence floating out of the bathroom.
It's the bourbon floating out of the restroom of Brian's house.
Does anybody else keep their bourbon on the shower shelf?
I'd say Asher made the perfect shelf in your shower that perfectly fits your Evan Williams bourbon bottle.
Yes, it does.
So
Melody, my wife, thinks that they should create a new line of all that fits perfectly on a shower shelf called shower shelf alcohol. Because you have your top shelf alcohol, you have your bottom shelf liquor,
your
shower shelf alcohol.
Perfect. Yeah, I know. I've been really enjoying taking showers at your house, Ryan. I know it's weird, but it is a nice shower. Ashley did a good job building it, and you did a nice job
keeping the alcohol in it,
outfitting it. But your wife said no more. I'm using all your hot water. She doesn't like the electric bills, so I'm banned.
I need a little fridge in there too. Keep the beers cold.
Wow, yeah.
So what I need is a shelf that's above the water level. So the shower shelf is great.
Yeah.
To put your beer on.
Right.
But the water hits your body, it splashes onto the beer top. So if you set the beer down and then you go to drink it, the first it's oh, what is this warm
Shower
water on top of it?
And if you're heavily lathered, it's bouncing like soapy water off.
Right.
You don't want that. You shouldn't drink the Old Spice.
Right, exactly.
Okay.
Irish Spring.
Should have had carbon fenders. Yeah, it would have been easier to pull the ESD out if it was carbon fenders, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or it wouldn't have even worked because it's not metallic.
Yeah, you're right. What? Oh, I get it, Asher.
Right.
You wanted to have been conductive of EDS devices.
Right.
All right.
ESDs. But this isn't in the fender. This is the door panel.
Yeah.
Would it have worked if you had just got a carbon fiber sticker from AutoZone?
Ooh. See, you're working with some comedians here. You got good jokes. All right.
He's way in the grass.
Wow, way in the grass.
Yeah, he's like
Scene
someone pulled
changes.
over and be like, "Are you okay out there?"
You're like, we know you're not peeing. You're way too far in the grass to be peeing. We did that today. I went home from Canolas.
Oh,
Stop.
I wondered. You guys made a good time home. I'm like, he says 2 hours. And I'm like, well, he's got 3 little kids in the
we
car.
stopped it for gas. We got Burger King and everything, man.
Man, you guys roll.
Finn didn't even get out of the car. He stood on the side and just.
Yeah, we do that with Denver.
Yeah.
Yeah. He's afraid that people are gonna see his butt though.
The people in the car?
I just tell him we all have butts, Denver.
Yeah, seriously.
Everybody has a butt. I mean, mostly everybody.
You've seen one butt, you've seen them all.
He is on the gas.
Wow. So we get the shot of Brian's
There's
foot.
no way he's going 70 miles per
towing
hour.
that pedal. He is slowing down a little bit though. But they're 70 miles per hour in tall median grass.
And here's the thing though.
You know what'd be hilarious? You say your thing first.
Oh, this is a manual too. So at some point he's got to shift. He can't stay in 5th gear and keep decelerating.
You're right.
And in grass. I mean, this would be awful.
And he has
He's bouncing all over the place in
this
that.
is super cool.
Yeah, I saw that.
On the Lancer, it has 3 settings. You can see on his dashboard here: tarmac, gravel, or snow. And he has it on the tarmac setting.
He should be in the gravel setting. Yeah,
he should be in the
he
gravel,
should have been.
but it's on tarmac. So I was going to say it would be really funny is if what would happen to him is what I picture happening in my mind as I'm zoning out going down the highway, which is some sort of vehicle traveling and then ramping those bumps in the middle that cross over the roads that pass under the highway.
Oh, right.
Do you do that, or am I just crazy?
You think it would be cool to see someone do that?
In my mind, when I'm zoning out, looking out the window, I picture a dirt bike or something jumping over every little bump and jump, or in the middle of the road, like always there's like a hump leading up to underpasses, and so I always picture jumping over the underpass with those humps and landing on the other one. Like perfect.
That would be cool.
Yeah.
Isn't it weird how you can zone out and still drive? You ever like
Yeah.
zone out for a while, and then you like come back and you're like, whoa, how did I even like
I'm in Maryland.
get here? Like honestly, like I don't remember making those turns or like if did I pass people? Did people pass me? Like it is weird how you can drive and zone out.
I've heard like a hypnotist talking about how like people think it's not legit, but there's like it is sort of legit because like it happens to us all the time. Where like you're driving, but it's normally a really familiar route, and your
Right.
mind just becomes like with it. So.
Right. Exactly. Okay. I also noticed that this Lancer only has 210 miles on it.
Oh my word! No. That's Trip A, right?
No, Trip A is 4.1.
Oh my word! It's a brand new Lancer.
But all these miles were
It has
put on in
4
the filming
miles.
of this movie.
Since this gas tank was filled up, which the door's on the left side, by the way,
Thank you.
and 210 miles on the car.
I feel
That's
like
so crazy.
all
This
fuel
is
doors should be on
literally
the left side. Who
a
wants to
show
get out
car.
and walk the whole way around their car to gas up? All fuel doors should be on the left side of the vehicle.
That's true. Only the Japanese
Yeah.
thought of
With
that.
the right-hand drive, the fuel door should be on the right side of the vehicle.
So true.
Anyways, so Brian's on the throttle. I mean, this would be so incredibly difficult to keep your hand on the throttle and not bounce out, or your
You
foot on the
cannot
throttle.
regulate that. Hanging out the window, trying to rip a harpoon out of the side of your door panel.
Over bumps and like what is in the middle of
Seriously.
this? Like that would be impossible.
Now there's
This movie
literally
is so fake.
12 cars behind him, cop cars
1, 2,
chasing
3,
him,
4, 5, 6.
and no other cars on the highway. Good thing, right?
What about all these back here?
They're going the other way. None here. You seen cars on this?
Yeah, I don't see any there.
He's
He's almost
grabbing
got it. He's almost got it. I can feel
And
it.
Roberto's really like handling that wheel. He looks very stressed out.
Yeah.
Look, so he used his like handkerchief to protect his hand from getting electrocuted or something. His hand is all over that harpoon.
Oh, for
He's
sure.
two-handing it and touching it all up.
Ooh, 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 ooh.
There's the foot
Oh,
shot.
he's
He's
towing
down
it.
to 40.
Yeah, he's going so slow. You see?
Cops are coming up on him fast,
Police helicopter in front of him.
and they're still looking at their
Oh,
screen.
it's
that says
engaging. It's engaging.
Oh boy!
Oh my word! He's down
That's
to
why
30
he's
miles
slowing
per hour.
down. The thing's like working. It's slowing
Oh,
his
is that
engine
it?
down. It's not his toe on the gas.
So this is great.
That's a nice face he's making.
This is a great. I mean, he didn't just pull it out and throw it to the side of the road.
Oh, he got it out? Oh,
He got it
yeah,
out.
he did. Oh, perfect.
Right into the grill of the Caprice.
Into the plastic grill.
It was touching the metal plastic bumper.
Okay. And then, for
The
some
bumper is
reason,
plastic too.
the dashboard of the Chevy has
Sparking.
fireworks going off.
It doesn't just disable; it creates sparks.
They're shooting up in the face of the driver. I'd be done. I'm like, wow, who put M80s in here?
Oh, let me swerve.
Yeah, let me block everybody else off.
Yeah, I wouldn't want to swerve off the highway. Let me swerve into the middle of the
Once
highway.
again, look at all the black marks.
Yeah.
This
Yeah,
would be so
huge
fun to
pile
film.
up. Yeah, I would love it.
Unless you were the director. You'd be so frustrated. It looked fake. Oh, you didn't. If you're just a guy in a Chevy Caprice pulling an e-brake, it'd be awesome. All right, we got from our YouTube chat here. Saturdays with Scott says, headed on 283 from Middletown to Manheim. Exit got a few smooth jumps that I always wonder if you only were brave enough. Yeah, exactly. In the middle of the road, I always picture myself.
That's because you used to do that on your dirt bike.
I never
See?
did that along the highway.
There's a
I pictured it.
right, but you used to go to like Tower City and jump your dirt bike.
But don't you picture like going through town, a skateboard next to the car, like jumping and doing tricks over all the obstacles that you
Yeah.
pass?
But have you ridden a skateboard through
Oh
town?
yeah.
Like
No.
no, but like you can't ride on the sidewalk because every other square is like an inch higher than the one before.
Unless you're good.
You
Have
can't ride on the
seen-
road because the cars don't share the road with anybody around here.
Yeah. You
Believe me.
consider it.
As a mopeder, I know that cars don't share the road.
That's right. He knows. He's two of them.
So we have a Gator at work.
Yeah.
You know what a Gator is? A John Deere Gator.
Yeah,
It's electric.
A golf cart. Well,
kind of, yeah.
normally
It's a
gas.
utility vehicle.
It's
Yeah, but there's an
utility
electric
golf
one.
cart.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And someone today was pulling. We use it to like move parts and stuff around or trash around the property at my work.
Okay.
And the guy that was driving it today was driving in the parking lot, and a car was approaching him. A customer's vehicle was approaching him, so he stopped, and they're like both going to turn into the same road, which is 2 cars wide. Like you can easily fit 2 cars in it. But he stopped to let this customer pull in. This customer got so close to the Gator that they actually rubbed their front bumper on the wheel of the Gator.
Why?
As there's plenty of room to avoid it.
Yeah.
I don't know why I thought that just now. But what were we talking about? Oh, sharing the road.
Right.
Yeah.
They clearly did not.
Yeah. But they were there to get an estimate on damage to the body. So you kind of
They just added it
you
on.
kind of understand how it happened in the first place.
We're getting it replaced.
All right, so they're pretty excited now. Brian's all hyped up, and he's got Roberto screaming at him in Spanish.
Yeah, he's like, woo, we got away. I got the MP out. The cops. We got really lucky.
Yeah, we got our
His head unit came
Panasonic.
back. I just want to be clear.
Okay.
That head unit would not come back. Those pop-out DVD player head units, if you bump them the wrong way, they will never work again. Those were the most finicky, non-reliable devices that were ever installed in a vehicle.
He was lucky it was working to begin with.
Seriously.
Before all that.
Yeah.
Let alone after.
He's right. Yeah, exactly.
All right, we got a couple seconds left. Looks like they're pretty much free. Oh,
no, there's still
there was
20
a huge
cops
pileup.
behind him. Oh, and Enrique
Roberto
does
I actually
his,
don't know which is which. I don't think they.
What's the
That's
Hail Mary? Like the Catholic cross over
Right.
your forehead thing?
Right.
He's praying.
En el nombre de
I would
Padre,
not have-
et Filho, et Espíritu Santo.
Thank you.
I learned that from Boondock Saints.
Really? She had those finger tats too.
Yeah.
Cool.
What do they mean? Like life and justice or something?
I don't
They got them
know
like right
Italian.
on their finger. I heard you're not supposed to get them on your finger because they wear off.
Sounds like somebody that doesn't feel like tattooing on. Somebody told Chan about their foot. She went to a shop and they're like, "Oh, I got her a gift certificate to a place, and she wanted this foot tattoo." She went in with what she wanted. They're like, "Nah, we won't do it. It'll like blur. You won't be able to read it or wear off." So she went to another shop and they're like, "All right, we'll do it," and they did it. And it's still fine. It's like 10 years later.
So I went to a place
screamed,
because
though.
I wanted to get rid of about the tattoo or something different.
Like, and that's probably why they didn't want to do it. It was like so painful, I guess, getting a tattoo
like-
on top of her
I
foot.
was gonna say
like,
there's
the
like
bone.
it's just bone, like it's skin on bone.
Literally during her tattoo, I went and bought pain medication for her.
And
It
this-
took hours and hours for a very simple tattoo.
And this was what, her 4th, 5th tattoo?
Yeah, she's had a whole bunch.
Yeah.
This one took 4 hours probably. It was a simple like dove with a verse under it.
So I wanted to just not have a ring anymore and just get a tattoo ring, right?
Yeah.
And the tattoo place that I'd used before said, well, we don't really do those because they wear off in like a year or two. You have to get them redone every year.
Really?
Like, well, just say, we can do that, but it'll wear off in a year and you have to get it redone. Because like the skin on your hand like wears off so quick because you use your hands all the time. Like, why would you say, we don't do that because it wears off? That's like return customer. I was like, oh, we don't do oil changes because you have to do them every 3 months. Like,
It's dumb. Yep. That was the same thing with her foot tattoo. Like, yeah, you'd have to get it touched up. And, all right, we'll come back.
Yeah.
Doug has a finger tattoo. His is not worn off. But,
on the inside?
I don't think he has it on the inside. I think it's
he only
only
did the top.
Yeah, so it's not a full ring.
Yeah.
So it doesn't symbolize what rings are supposed to symbolize.
That's
Forever,
true. That's true.
eternity, whatever.
Yeah. The circle.
Yeah.
Circle of life.
Circle of life,
Lines.
dirt, and stars. And
You know what's easy to describe?
No.
The circle of life when you're at the top of the food chain.
That's right. When you're the lion,
See, we eat the impala, and the impala eats the grass.
and
And
our
then when-
fecal matter feeds the grass.
Right.
And that is a circle of life.
Because
Beautiful.
it's like, yeah, it's
the
so
Impala
easy.
is like,
The circle of
why
life is
didn't Miami
bull crap.
chose me to be the cop car?
Yeah, exactly. That's what they say. That's what exactly. And the Caprice is like, yeah, I got to be the cop car. What is it with?
All right, we need to
What is
wrap
a
this up.
Caprice? I don't know what a Caprice is.
Caprice? That's true.
Is it an animal?
Caprice. Let me look it up.
There's so many cars named after animals, and you gotta wonder why.
Caprice.
There's 2 seconds. I'm just gonna let them go while you look that
All
up.
right. Caprice is a sudden or unaccountable change in mood or behavior. Oh, it's like a woman.
Ow.
I'm just kidding.
Dude, we have women
I'm kidding.
listeners.
Oh,
Apologize.
sorry. I apologize. My accountant. I mean, my
Lawyer?
lawyer will put a statement out for me.
Yeah.
My accountant. All right.
My accountant will put a statement out
It's
for me.
late. You fed
Yeah.
me a lot of Evan.
Yes. There was
I've had a
a
lot of
quarter
Evan in
cup.
my mouth.
All right. So at the very end of the minute, it switches scenes, and we see an airplane on a runway. It's
Oh.
going on the runway. It's not sitting there. It's moving on the runway.
Probably
And,
landing. Getting ready to pick up some.
Or just taxiing.
That's true. Done a fair bit of that in my life.
Yes. Have you ever done de-icing?
Oh, no. Sounds nice, though.
It's not. It's like when it's
We're
cold.
melting.
It's cold out, and like they need to make sure the plane doesn't have any ice before it takes off.
And you're just like, come on.
And just
You can
sitting there
handle
for
a
an
little
hour.
bit of ice
Yeah,
before
come
on
on.
your wings. Like,
Let's take the
Just-
risk.
yeah.
Yeah.
It's
Everybody.
in Alaska.
Everybody signed said they're not going to sue you. You know what I mean? Just go.
You have our money. We just
Yeah.
want to get home.
And
You
thanks for
better.
listening. I'm Ryan.
And I'm Jason.
And always remember.
Winning's winning.
Nice
We're done.
work, guys.
Any last words before we end this stream? Pause for the delay. Thanks for watching, guys.
Yes, thanks for joining.
I'm Ryan.
And I'm Jason.
I have to pee again.
Yeah, I have to pee real bad.
How have you made it this long? How
How have we made it this long?
Nothing? All right.
See you, Scott. See you in the Discord.
See you, Asher.
See you real soon. See you, Asher.
secret Watcher.
Thanks for joining.
Listener.
Take care. Great work, guys. Thank you, Asher. We do our best.